things that we face in our society is we have, an abundance of food that's very high in calories but low in nutrients. So how do we flip that around, right? We got to go for nutrient density in as little calories as possible. To me, those are the superfoods. Superfood can be interpreted in so many different ways. I lay no claim on what is or what isn't. It's a term, it gets tossed around, right? Like broccoli is a superfood and blueberry is a superfood, and great, wonderful. If it's super to you, it's a superfood. I define it as something that has unique, high, extraordinary properties, different than anything else. And experientially, what does that look like? So as kind of a young nutrition herbal sprout, I was working at Community Natural Foods way back in the day, and I got introduced to the first quote unquote superfood I had, had awareness of. And it was hemp seeds. And we just could not keep them in stock. People would come in and it's like, you got any more hemp seeds? It's like, oh, we're out again, right? It's like as soon as we brought it in, because it made such an impact on people's day. Like we could do this whole seminar on lettuce and talk, the phytochemistry of lettuce and how amazing and wonderful it is. And you got to add more lettuce into your life. You could leave here and I guarantee you it won't change your life. Like lettuce is good, apples, we could talk about apples, the macronutrients, the micronutrients, yay, right? The superfoods that I have observed, that I have seen people experience, like I had a friend, we almost nicknamed her Goji. You heard of goji berries? Yeah, so every time we'd see her, she was just like munching on goji berries, just love them. And this went on for months, and then all of a sudden we're like, hey, where's the gojis? She's like, oh, you know what? It's been a couple of weeks. I haven't had any. Her body got what she needed. So not only am I really into intuitive chefing, I'm also into intuitive eating, to follow your gut more than nutrition trends. And to me, that's kind of where this idea of the superfood comes in, is just like, wow, you feel it, right? Your body responds. Hemp seeds, cacao, pollens, beef pollen, like unique, high, extraordinary amounts, like nutrient density. One of the things that we face in our society is we have, an abundance of food that's very high in calories but low in nutrients. So how do we flip that around, right? We got to go for nutrient density in as little calories as possible. To me, those are the superfoods. And again, lay no claim on what is or what isn't. That is for you to decide based upon your own experience. For a few things, just time and time again, that I see people, over and over again. Another way that I define a superfood is, we talked a little bit about, kind of the classic example of a food, an apple, right? Vitamins, minerals, calories, so on and so forth. And then on the other side, like a herb, or kind of a natural medicine like echinacea, shall we say, where it has a physiological effect, but it's not food value. Very little, or at least you're not consuming it for vitamins, minerals, and calories. Something that's in between, or both. Nettles. Is that food or a herb? Goji berries. Is that food or a herb? Pine pollen. Is that food or a herb? They're both. Yeah. So you can take it kind of as a medicine to physiologically shift, or you can just eat it to nourish yourself.